Wow, hey people. My name is Blair Nicole Reeds. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're doing a January reading wrap up. I'm very excited. This was a very fun reading month. I did a lot of rereads. I reread my favorite series this month. I got to do a final read through for one of my favorite authors. So I read that this month before ARCs came out. And the rest of it was a lot of my physical TBR and a lot of small town romances. So let's get into it. In no particular order because I literally cannot be bothered to remember, but that's okay. So as far as my book that I don't physically have yet, but it did come out this past week, is Cherry Bomb by Sarah Blue. I did a final read through for her, just last minute editing, quotes, whatever, before ARCs went out. Loved it, 5 stars. It is the second one in the universe for Lavender Moon. You can read it as an interconnected standalone. It's fine. I do see the characters from Lavender Moon in it. And one of the MMCs, one of the alphas in Lavender Moon is her boss in this one. But that's okay. That being said, Hayes, the beta. Okay, one thing about me, I love a Sarah Blue beta. They will never, you can't even see them, but Omega's Obsessions right there. They'll never beat River. They'll never, 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 never beat River. They're never going to be crazy enough for my liking. However, Hayes, cutting it close, cutting it real close. Absolutely, absolutely adore him. I he's just a little spicy. He's just a little spicy, but it's a very cozy read. There is trigger warnings, check them. There is some trauma. However, overall, such a good book. It's such a good book. 5 stars, as always. And then I did a reread for Christmas at Fox Ridge. I just got the new cover in this past month, and it was at the very beginning of the month, so I figured I could still get away with a Christmas read, and they are absolutely delicious. I love this book so much. It's still 5 stars. I just, I have really nothing to it, like. It's just Bailey Hannah. I don't know. It's just Bailey Hannah. I love her. I adore her. I love her characters. I love the way she writes, and I love them all. There's tinsel involved. So then I did a reread of Rome, Kentucky series, Sarah Adams. I read When in Rome in December, but I was trying to play catch up for When in Your Dreams came out, and I just didn't read quick enough, but that's okay. I had a great time. I love the series. If it makes sense to anybody, which I said also my reel if you want to see a shorter form version of this, When in Rome reminds me of my love for Wells Ranch. And it hurts me that they're both over as of this year. So I have to find a new obsession, guys, because I'm losing my two favorite series within months of each other. It's fine. I'm not doing well, actually. I'm not doing well at all, but it's okay. So that being said, Practice Makes Perfect, Will and Annie, one of my all-time favorite book couples, literally ever, literally ever. I've talked about this plenty of times, not on here, but 5 stars as always. I adore them. I love Wanny. Couple name unlocked. I love Annie. I just resonate with her. She's the youngest sister, same twin. But she's just like really anxious and like afraid of like putting herself out there, and Will basically coaches her through it, and then they fall in love in the process, and it's just so good. It's just so good. I love them to bits and pieces. Nothing can compare. I read Beg, Borrow, and Steal. The first time I read this was when it came out originally, and I gave it 4.5 stars, which, yeah, isn't inherently bad, but considering everything else in the series is 5 stars for me. This needed to change, and it did. When I reread five stars, something about it didn't click with me originally, but the banter in this is incredible. I love Jack, and I love Emily. I don't know. I just don't know what was missing the first time, but upon reread, I love it. There's a lot of Will and Annie in this too, so that literally gives it 0.5 star alone. Just because you gave me my babies. Your Dreams came out at the end of the month. It came out at the end of December. So this is what the reread was for. And Madison and James is best friends with the family. They've grown up together. Their moms were best friends. So everybody looks at them as siblings except Madison. He's obsessed with Madison. Madison has always had a crush on him. And like in their minds, that was never going to happen. And then he's so down bad and wants to bring her home from New York. So he opens up a restaurant on his farm for her that he never wanted to do. And I just love them. I love them. He's hot. He's hot. Like I knew, like we all knew, but I just love them so bad. I you just have to read the series. I did cry when it ended. Um, she has panic attacks in this, so like I was like, same twin, but I cried because it was over. For sure, for sure, for sure. Saying goodbye to them was hard. And honestly, this was such a good ending. It was such a good ending. I love the Walker siblings and all their partners. Like I love a Walker sibling. Like literally adopt me. Is that too much to ask? Probably. But I don't care. I have an arc for Julie Meadows' third book that's coming out. So I had to read these. I read Wreck My Plans first. Lena is Millie's best friend. This one comes out first though. So like if you want to read it in release order, do that. Give me butterflies, then Wreck My Plans. However, I wanted to like kind of still be in the Christmas spirit as much as I can be when I read this. So I read this first, and honestly, it wasn't even bad. You do see them together in Wreck My Plans. However, it really didn't affect anything by reading, and it didn't affect my reading of this. Like, there was really no spoilers besides the fact that they're together. So this one's Lena and Gavin, and Gavin's older than her, so it's age gap, and it's her older brother's best friend and colleague. They've been friends since they were college roommates, and he honestly doesn't really have family, so her family takes him in. So he's basically also her family. So neither of them wanted to like make a move on each other, except here they are. And it's so good. Gavin's hot. Gavin's hot. However, I did give it 4 stars, and I don't know why. I was yelled at by Abigail and Kenzie for giving it 4 stars, my friends. But I don't know. It was just not 5 to me. However, Millie and Finn got 5 stars. I love them. They are both so nerdy. They work in a museum together, and he's grumpy as shit, but something about her he's always liked. And they just interact a little more. And she's trying to get the job as a higher up position at the museum, and he's on the board to hire her. And so they like throughout the entire book are like, we can't be together because you're in charge of my job. Except they're together. And the pining in this book is incredible. And he is also basically a single dad. He is now the guardian to his nieces, his twin nieces, because his sister passes away. And his ex-girlfriend broke up with him because she didn't want to take care of kids. However, here's Millie, who absolutely adores these two girls. And just like the family dynamic is gorgeous. And he's hot. He's obsessed. I just love them. I love them so much. The mental health discussions in this book, incredible. I love her family, which is great because the second one's her sister. So I need to hop on that as soon as possible because that comes out in March. For another small town shocker, I read Left of Forever by Tara DeWitt. I gave it 4.5 stars. Something about it didn't give me a 5 star. I think my problem was like they communicated, but I don't think they communicated enough to get back together after 5 years. This is the second chance. They are divorced, and their son is going off to college, so they are trying to reconnect their marriage. They both realize that they're not over each other. They've been together since middle school. I get it. That's all you know. However, I just feel like since you were separated for 4 or 5 years, there would be a little more communication with what went wrong. But overall, they were hot. Alice is hot. I absolutely love this family so much. The Bird family, incredible. And I felt bad about my rating originally, but Morgan and Kaylee, I know you're watching, are my Tara DeWitt girlies, and they okayed and validated my 4.5. So I feel less bad. I honestly think they're just glad I read it. Especially Morgan was demanding this happen, so I don't know. Maybe it'll be like Big Barn Steel where I gotta reread it and then it's 5 stars. Overall, loved. Ooh, Ellis. Him that mustache. Ooh. Lastly, at the time of filming this, I am not done, but I foresee it. Last, lastly, at the time of reading this, I am not done. But this is Picking Peaches by Ainsley B. Calloway. It is a single dad next door neighbor. They have a meet cute, and they actually meet in a grocery store because they both want the last pack of condoms. And then both their plans that night fall through, and the banter goes on from there. And it's so good. Ashton Reed is just like so hot. He's so hot. He's so obsessed with her. He also didn't want a relationship or see a relationship being in the cards for him or marriage in the cards for him, but he's literally so obsessed with her. He's lying. He's lying to himself because Georgia, who he literally calls Peach, Georgia is he has her or she has him wrapped around her finger literally one day in. Literally one day in. It took him nothing for this man to be going around saying, I don't want to get married. You're a liar who lies. You're a liar who lies. Shut up. His daughter Ruth is like really shy and awkward and like has trust issues when it comes to people leaving and stuff like that because her mom's up and left. So when she gets close to Georgia, he you know, it's really cute. That being said, it's probably giving 4 stars. It's taking a while to read, and it's not that long. It's good. It's literally something I would be obsessed with. I don't know if I'm just not in the mood or what, but 4 stars is looking like its future. If you want to know, down in the description box below, I will have Storygraph. It'll have my final rating on there. That's if you're interested. I think my page Bound, is that what it's called? That'll also be down there. I don't use Goodreads anymore. So, yeah, that is all. And that is everything I read in the month of January. It wasn't a large reading month by any means. However, a solid reading month. I had no bad reads, but also it was a read month. So, like, I knew that. But yeah, I'm very excited to see whatever I read in February. I'm a mood reader, so wherever the wind takes me, I guess. Unsure. We will see. Hope you enjoy. Love you all.